Back here on Scottie Sports Talk, switching up, talking not so much sports, but talking school. Justine Salgado joining me here, of course, and she's Student Support Services Tutor Coordinator / Advisor / Jack of all trades for Highland Community College as well. Justine, thanks for taking time to join me, and I know we can have an opportunity to talk about some great resources that the students have at their disposal this time.
Yes, I'm so excited that you having me on your show. Thanks.
Let's talk about some of those resources. I noticed on social media, on Twitter especially, you told me that you created your own Twitter just to connect with some of the students at this time, and unorthodox things that we're dealing with. But how is it available for students to still get tutoring, to get opportunities to help with their classes as classes continue in a traditional way?
For sure. We have awesome tutors available at Highland all year. And with us moving to this remote delivery for our on-campus students, it's really been a challenge. And so what we've come up with is setting up certain times for different subjects. We focused a lot on math and science because I feel like those are the ones that the students are coming in person to get help with the most. So we've assigned different times throughout the day. And we've also made Michelle Hearn, who's one of our instructors, and Joy Meyer, who's a former teacher in the Highland area. They usually work for the SSS program and are available to those students, but we've opened up them to having hours to help with math and English. So you can log in to talk to anybody to get help with those different subjects. We also have some of our tutors available, so if you feel more comfortable talking to a student tutor. And then if there's a subject that you need help with, I can facilitate making a special appointment for you. My email is just jsalgado@highlandcc.edu. We also have a website. It's available on the Highland website. It's highlandcc.edu/pages/academic-tutor. So it's really long, but if you go on our website and just search tutoring, it'll come up and you can see the schedule of classes, times that are available and the classes that we're supporting right now.
Nice. Check out the link. I'll have that up here for you to see the link there, to be able to click on that and go to the student services and the tutoring. Have you seen some of the students be able to utilize this platform and find success with it? I know you mentioned that you've been able to connect with a few, but maybe not as many as you'd hoped, at least right now.
For sure. Right now I don't know that people are in a place where they're ready to jump on there and get help, but I know it's coming up. And the girls that we have lined up to tutor are ready to help you guys. Even if it's things like, I need help getting organized, because I know a lot of professors are sending out emails left and right and having trouble getting things organized. They can help you come up with a system and a way to kind of organize what you're doing and get your mind right. The reason that they're student tutors is because they are highly organized and motivated students themselves. They are successful at school and they want to help other people get successful at school too. So even if it's just wanting to log on and kind of have that familiar person that you've seen before, that you've come in and gotten help from, just to say hi, it's really important to connect to people and be able to see their faces at this time. You think, oh, I'm fine. But like when you really do get on and talk to somebody, it makes such a difference in your mood and everything. So if you just want to log on and get some help with organization, they can help with that. But the gals are ready to go and really help everybody right now.
You mentioned a couple things that, other ways that can, this can kind of be helpful outside of actual the tutoring of a subject, organizational skills, opportunities to talk to someone and be able to have that camaraderie there again that you missed out on that. But any other particular ways? I know there was like an app that you guys were kind of promoting a little bit.
Yeah. The students that are members of the SSS program, we got a new app. It's called Photo Study. And basically what it does, it helps with math and English, or math and science, sorry. But you can like take a picture of the problem that you're working on and send it through the app, and a tutor is available 24/7 to help with that. It's not a student tutor through Highland like our regular tutoring is. It's through this app that we have. So if you are a member of SSS, you can use that program. And if you're interested in joining SSS, you can reach out. We have a page on the Highland page also if you want to see if you qualify to join the SSS program, and we can get you enrolled so you can have access to that also. but it's really, we're trying to find ways to help everyone be successful. And I know everyone from faculty to staff and everybody's trying to work to make this the best outcome for students. It's really easy to get off track, especially when you're at home. Like, I know I feel that way sometimes. Like, I have zero motivation to do anything. My husband started watching Ozarks and like, we can't stop watching it. And I'm like, you've got to turn the TV off because I have to do work. And it's really hard to find that motivation. But if you can set aside a certain time and a certain place where you go and you do that work, it'll make it a lot easier to stay focused and stay on track. Because our goal is to get you to graduate, right? We got to get through the semester. There's not that much more time left. You can do this. We can all do this. We can make it. Going along with that and staying focused and motivated to keep going, registration's open now too, so you can get enrolled in classes for summer and fall. I know information has been sent out to you about how to find your advisor. If you don't know who your advisor is, you can look at your schedule and your MyHCC account, and down at the bottom it lists who your person is. And your advisors are ready because registration's open now, so you can start making appointments with them. They're also a great resource for you to reach out to and talk to about any issues that you're having. And always, Sheila Adams, our counselor, is available if you need to reach out and get some other help through her. But we have so many resources available for students to access, and we just need you to reach out. Unfortunately, with this remote delivery, we don't know what's going on in your life because we don't see you like we did when we were on campus. So you as a student have to really reach out and ask, and you can ask any of us and we will do everything we can to get you the help you need.
You're a pro at this. You seamless transition right into that, which was what I was going to ask you about next. Your
That's
advice,
right.
and registration and enrollment for summer and fall classes for Scotties that'll be returning, but future Scotties on top of that too, to get help there. What's some of the suggestions that you have for those kids to be on top of that, and how they can get on top of financial aid and all those kind of things? Do you know of some resources that you could suggest, obviously on our website or anything else that they could take advantage of as well?
For sure. There is a link to the financial aid. The FAFSA is available. It opened for next year. It opened back in October, so you should really be filling that out or have it done already. But if you haven't, you can still get on there. Students that are in the SSS program can contact their SSS advisor to get help filling that out if they have trouble. Regular students, if you're not in SSS, you can reach out to your academic advisor or to the financial aid office. Even though we're not on campus, everyone's still responding to email. So you can get some help there to get that done. We are transitioning this year. We're making some changes to the way financial aid is set up here at Highland. So getting that FAFSA set up right away is important, especially if you're thinking about taking summer school classes, because we kind of made some changes there that are kind of complicated and you're probably not worried about if you're a student, but on our end, it's really changed some things up for that. So filling out that FAFSA, super important to get that done. And the link is available on the website, on the financial aid website.
We're talking about registration, enrollment, things like that. As an advisor, you obviously have certain students that you oversee and help kind of guide them in their path to graduation at Highland, and maybe a transition into a 4-year as well on top of that. But as an advisor, what would be some advice that you give to students as they prepare to either pick their classes for the next semester, or an incoming freshman to pick what classes they need to do to keep things rolling?
Yeah, we have different copies, the different tracks that we have at Highland, like our Associates of Arts, or if you're doing the Associates of Science or one of the more specialty degrees available on the website. Knowing what your degree requires is something that you should take an active interest in. Your advisor can go through all the different options for you, because there are a number of classes that we have that you might be interested in that you don't even know exist yet. So if you take a look at what's required, and then you have room for electives, and those are classes that you get to try out different areas. And sitting with your advisor, and you can either do a Zoom interview like this and talk about it, or I'm offering either a phone enrollment, or we can do the Zoom for my students, and it just depends on how your advisor wants to set it up. But talking about what you're interested in, so you're taking classes that you want, or if you know kind of some different areas that you want to major in and thinking about that. And then we can help pick classes that are going to work for those majors. Another important thing to do is if you are ready to graduate or you think you're ready to graduate, there's an application for graduation available. If you go and search graduation on our website, it'll take you to our graduation page, and there's a couple forms you need to fill out in order to apply to graduate and then to get your diploma. And those go to our registrar's office, and they verify that everything you've taken meets the requirements for your degree, and they'll let you know that you're ready to graduate or you've got a few more hours to take to be done there. Students that are coming in, we have enrollment days still coming up. We're going to do those virtually, so that'll be interesting. So I think it'll work out good. We're going to use Zoom, and you'll still be able to meet with somebody one-on-one to ask your questions. But just getting ready to take those classes, those first basic classes in that first semester, it's going to be fun. I am super hopeful that everything's going to go back to normal. And this summer, we're still going to have Blitz. It's going to be super limited. It's going to be different than how we've done it in the past. But there'll still be some on-campus classes and online over the summer for us to do, especially with this climate that we have right now. But in the fall, we're geared up to be ready back to normal, be on campus and see you guys. So that'll be good. But you should check your Highland email for an email from your academic advisor, because that is the email that official information comes out from. So some students don't check that one all the time, and checking your Highland email is super important because that's where the official documentation comes from.
Well, Justine, thanks for taking the time to join me, educate all the students and parents and everybody. And I'll let you out of here on this. Anything else you want to add, that you want to get out there to the students, in this, odd time that we're in?
Yeah, I just want to encourage everyone to keep going. We're all trying new things and being patient with everyone and trying to just be graceful about it. I know that, I lose motivation, and I'm sure everyone else does, but you've got to find those little goals that you can accomplish. I'm a big list person. I have lists of things, and crossing things off my list is so satisfying for me to do. So you need to find some way to keep your mind focused and get through what you need to. I always bring up sports analogies because I married a football coach. And so I always tell my students, like, you don't just show up to a game and know how to do the plays, right? You've got to go and break down that playbook, and you've got to practice. You don't know exactly where to go unless you come to practice. Sometimes you need your coach to kind of drag you over to where you need to be and kind of get that play in your head. So that's what school is. You've got to do the little practice assignments so that you can get ready for that big test and be done and ready to go. So that's kind of how I think about school. So if you can find and just tell yourself it's little goals here and there. I got to get that assignment turned in. I got to log into that Zoom class. If you just do the little steps, you'll eventually get the whole big picture done and achieve your goals.
Nice. A lot of great information. Hopefully everybody out there listening will have all the links for you as well to take advantage of. So definitely check out all of those. Justine, stay safe and healthy with your family, and enjoy the family time. And hopefully we'll see you on campus soon.
Yes, for sure. And wash your hands.
Yes.
All right. Thanks.
Joined by Justine Salgado of the Student Support Services Tutor Coordinator and Academic Advisor as well here on Scottie Sports Talk. When we come back, we'll continue on with our show coming up.